Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome to today's session. We're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing some OU. I'm gonna show you my team. I haven't really been playing that much Showdown, but I kind of got a little bit of a taste for it, you know. Definitely wanted to first tell you exactly what this team was about. So we started with Analabe. Basically, the thing about this Pokemon is that I used to run Scarf with this team because I put screens up and then I keep on switching my Ape against everybody else to boost up my Rage Fist and then leave it for late game. Just swap to something else and then come back with this guy and just start spamming that 300 base or 200 base Rage Fist, which will pretty much just destroy everything. So that was the original plan of this, but then over time I realized how many people are actually ready for this. Like literally, everybody's ready for this ape, everybody, and I've been losing a lot. And I realized, you know what, I'm just gonna go with Chesto, Resto. Nothing special about this set. It's been recommended, I think, by Joey as well. Chesto, Resto, you know, bulk up to set up and screens to further set up. We got that priority, paralyzation, incredibly important. Screens are just essential. They're so good because this tier is absolutely ridiculous in hyper offense. We got Great Tusk, you can't really go wrong with this guy. We got Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin to boost up even our speed late game, who knows, and Ground and Fighting as our coverage. We got Sash Chin Pao, which is the Pokemon that I'm really not good in using. I have Ice Shard, Ice Spinner as Ice and Dark coverage is pretty okay, but up until now I haven't really gotten any good results with this man. Now speaking of results though, a normal Terra Dragon Dance Extreme Speed Dragonite is absolute, like, it is a boss. This Pokemon decimates everyone. If you're not careful and you don't expect it coming, it will destroy you. Plus 2's your priority, extreme speed pretty much outspeeds things like you know, Chimpao's Ice Shard and so forth. It is a ridiculous Pokemon once set up, and late game when screens are involved, you know, with multiscale, this Pokemon is basically perfect. It is as perfect as it gets once you're actually normal type, because you basically get stabbed on top of that. Chenyu is a Pokemon that I thought first that it's not that strong, but then I saw some of the Blunders videos and it is ridiculous. He's right, this Pokemon really does not have any switches. Like basically a Ditto turned into this guy, he missed the overheat and my hit, because clearly, you know, mine is original, it's gonna beat up a clone, and I two-shot that man, even with a plus 2 minus, basically I still two-shot him, and it's ridiculous to look at it because choice specs really have like literally no switches outside of maybe Flash Fire, but still you got Dark Pulse for the likes of the starter Pokemon, the Ghost Fire Pokemon, you know which one I mean. And you know, the Dark and Fire is a great coverage. We learned this by Meghandum, for example, and to pair that with Psychic is also something to not to not really look over. I think this Pokemon is absolutely ridiculous. Up until now I've pretty much been one-shotting everyone with this man, and I mean this monster this little fish, firefish. I don't even know what this is. Like, what is that? Like an abomination of some sort? Anyways, I'm pretty sure even this guy, Dodonzo, however you want to call it, doesn't like to take those moves. Anyways, let me look here. Okay, we're gonna lead with Chinlu because you really cannot go wrong by leading with Chinlu, you know what I mean? Yeah, in this case we actually did go wrong. But it's fine. I would expect him to just attack me with a bomb, with the population bomb, because I don't think he's gonna... Yeah, okay, he can, you know, he can try setup, that's true, knowing I will switch out most likely. But here's the thing, I got Foul Play, I got Reflect, and with Reflect I'm able to take a bit, I think about 40 hits of Appellation Bomb. So I'm not too you know, worried about this. Tidy Up is fine, you're just gonna boost up your attack, but still again, it's not gonna do enough. And Tidy Up actually breaks his own, that he didn't know, and honestly I didn't know that myself. It actually breaks its own substitute. Tidy Up is actually incredible. It gets rid of the, not my screens, but it literally gets rid of so many things. So Population Bomb is a little bit greedy here. It's not worth it, honestly, because with +1, I think I'm going to be able to even do a lot of damage to him. Get him down to a point where he's not able to go any further than this, basically. He does have +1. Just keep on using that Foul Play. Anything that switches in is most likely going to be a wall, or maybe he's going to switch out. I'm like looking at his team, and I mean, the star is the only one, the fire star, which name I cannot seem to remember right now. Skeledirge. That's actually a cool name, by the way. Like, I like that name. That really doesn't do that much damage, but you know, I can light screen, but I don't think I want to like take unnecessary damages early. I don't think that's actually something that I should be doing. I should probably like, you know, think about my plan a little bit better here. I can switch out to Dragonite. But I can set up against this man because he does have Will-O-Wisp probably, but yeah, it's kind of like, it's a question whether or not I should do that. I do have this man though. I can also do that, but for now I'm just gonna switch out to this. I'm gonna switch out to this and see how well we actually perform with it. Torch Song, oof. The power, the real strength is in. Look at that. Okay, so he does have the Flash Fire basically, but most of them tend to run unaware. Not Flash Fire, what am I talking about? Unaware basically. But I do have Dark Pulse and I'm a spec set, so if he stays in, yeah, exactly, that's gonna one-shot him. Because of my ability, I think it lowers 25% on the special defense, which means that things like Blissey, I've heard, is like the one Pokemon that can come in, and even that is like taking like 35% or something crazy like that damage. Like even things like this will not want to take move from this man, you know what I mean? It's a pretty ridiculous mon. But do I actually test this? Like, do I just, you know what, let's test it. Let's see how much it does. Exactly, and this is a very powerful Pokemon, by the way. And if you get a flinch, you're guaranteed to kill. So it's, again, like with screen support, this is quite a ridiculous mon, and I'm loving it. I am definitely loving it. But he is stalling my screens. Actually a little bit surprised on the switch because again, you know, Tantalzo is powerful, but I think, you know, we can easily say that if I got light screen here, I can easily handle this. And if anything, I can probably put this, well, it's an unaware man, you know, not man. What am I talking about, man? Jesus Christ, that's a freaking fish. That's a man. Oh man. Oh, let's go, Dark Pulse. Let's see how much it does. Oh, it just one shots. Oh, that's great. Yeah, this Pokemon is ridiculous. It is a ridiculous Pokemon. But anyway, speaking of ridiculous, let's switch out to Klefki. Let's put up some further screens. Population Bomb. Again, he can crit. You know, he can probably, like, how many crits does he need to get? I think he needs to get, like, 4 crits in a row in order to have a chance to take me out here. And yeah, exactly. So he doesn't get that crits. I'm looking at his team, mostly physical attackers, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, Reflect is our best course of action. Population Bomb, maybe it's not even going to take us out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. Actually, I can T-Wave him, and you know, there's a chance of getting paralyzed as well, so that's going to allow me to even go further. He may even miss, who knows, maybe that's going to happen. And he does miss. I think that he does have the Wildlands there to boost up his attack accuracy, but this is pretty much gonna be game over because once I get my light screen gone, you know, up, it's over. Literally, the Pokemon that is the biggest monster is well, I actually want you to take me out at this point. That's the thing. I actually literally want you to take me out, so please do take me out now. Okay. I would appreciate if you take me out now, though. You know, I don't want you to, like, okay, you're gonna U-turn and I'm gonna survive. Well, what's going on? Like, why? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna Thunder Wave you, though. So that's completely fine. I don't think you're a ground type. And you're gonna SD. That's fine. You know, I'm not scared of you. If anything, I can still get a foul play going. And yeah, you are actually... Oh man, you are actually kind of boosting up your... Pickpocket, and he misses. Wow, that's very unfortunate because by this point he is actually stalling my screen, right? He's actually literally stalling my screen, and I actually don't want that. I really do not want that. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch out. Well, I think it's my last turn of screens, right? So I can still take this move, but that's kind of funny actually. Do we Heat Wave? Just go for the Heat Wave and take him out. Yeah, we can do that. We can just Heat Wave. There's 10% chance to miss, which we do for some reason. He does get paralyzed, so that's very unfortunate on his behalf. I don't think we're gonna miss again. So I guess that turn was pretty much just there, you know, just there being what it was. This Pokemon is again a problem. I can still get screens up, that's the thing, you know. I can still get screens up if I just allow something to go down. That's the actual funny part about it. But looking at his team, what is the Pokemon that I don't need? Oh, I guess we can just switch out to our Ape. And you know what? Our Ape maybe can have a chance against the last of his remaining. I'm gonna bulk up because I actually don't want that minus to like influence my bell. So I'm gonna close combat now to kind of negate the minuses to a certain extent. Yeah, I'm not that bulky, but yeah, well, special defense is still there, but I'm just gonna close combat to kind of like seal the deal. He is a pure grass type Pokemon, that's fine. Critical hit happening, not a big problem. With a +1, we're gonna be able to take that Pokemon out. That was a match. Yeah, we're getting some very good points here. We just got 24 points for that bell. That's actually not too bad. Maybe I should like grind, because up until now, changing a couple of things, basically, you know, changing Scarf into bulk up Primeape and putting some more effort into this team has turned to be the best I can do regarding everything. So what do we have? We can lead with Klefki, which by his team looks like a very solid lead. Definitely a solid lead. That is a powerful Pokemon, by the way. First impression is a theme. I think it goes even before Prankster. That's actually huge. Looking at his team, he's got some special attackers. He's got a good mix, but I'm gonna go for X for now. And he's gonna go for X X kick. Wow, I didn't even know it can actually confuse me. That is very interesting, by the way. That is very interesting. So we got to Reflect, so that's not completely too shabby. He's a Buck Dark Pokemon. Buck Dark Pokemon, okay. Well, since, you know, we got Reflect, we can switch out. Ooh, that's a bad switch for him. Ooh. Something is gonna get one-shotted now. Like, yeah, or not, actually. He does have Pelipper with Rain Dance, and my Fire is gonna be negated, so I guess one could say that this really wouldn't work into our favor. But what I need to do here is just go for the Dark Pulse. I think that's the best course of action. Pelipper is gonna get two-shotted too, and a max speed, so I'm supposed to... Wow! Straight one shot. Once the rain is gone, we're in the clear. But we still got Reflect. Very big, by the way, because with the Reflect we're able to take on this Pokemon quite well. And thinking about it, does he have any moves that can actually go past this? I mean, with, you know, I need to basically get rid of that rain. That's what I need to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out to Dragonite very early. Maybe not the best course in action. But this is a boost. That's probably Choice Bandit. I got Reflect. You know, Rain is up, sure, but that still looks like a Choice Bandit one. Ice Shard, Ice Fang is semi to be expected, but I'm gonna just Extreme Speed. Whether or not that's a good idea, I'm not too sure. But looking at his team, he's got 2 Ghost type Pokemon. The switch, I'm not too sure if he's gonna want to do that, considering that I want to turn into a... I need to Terrestrialize here because I can't really play games too much. So I'm gonna Dragon Dance. I'm gonna expect him to switch out. He will. I turn into a normal type, which kinda does make it a little bit more possible, but I'm actually a little bit scared that this Pokemon is also gonna turn, because Earthquake is quite convenient, but most of this do not turn to something that actually resists Earthquake. I don't think he's gonna turn into a ground type, or a grass type, but I do believe it can turn into water type. When you're in doubts about bulk, just turn yourself into water type, you know. But anyways, Dragonite is, again, just a perfect Pokemon. When you got screens going on, heavy duty boots, you know, it is literally the monster that is. But in this case, this is the one time I can actually say, well, if he specs, then I'm not going to be able to take this. I'm a normal type, by the way. I aren't supposed to be that scared, because, yeah, okay, I'm actually going to outspeed him even after... I guess he was more of a... Because that Pokemon speed, I guess he was modest. I guess he didn't think that max speed is gonna be, well, worth it. But that's how that game went. Let's go for the one more. Hope you guys are enjoying this little live of showdowns. You know, very fast matches and whatnot. Let's see his team. That is a very threatening team we got going. Very threatening, definitely. We're gonna need to think about this team quite a bit. Now, again, the Pokemon he's got there, like, I need to think about it. Chinjiao, let's see if this Pokemon is going to be it. That's a lot of speed, by the way. Maybe not the best lead to go with, but he's also gonna turn. He's gonna get that sub up. He's gonna switch into something. I'm just thinking what he will switch into, because I'm noticing that he doesn't really have anything to switch for the Dark Boost. So I'm actually expecting him to switch into something. I will break his sub. He's gonna get regeneration going, but I'm still gonna break his sub. So whatever he switches in, the sub is gonna be broke. And this is no exception, of course. I can switch, basically I can switch to my Klefki, get some reflect going on. If he's gonna Sword Dance, I can Thunder Wave you. And yeah, you're gonna do that, that's completely fine. I still got the priority going on. I want my screens, I definitely need my screens. So basically we're gonna do just that. Screens are so essential here. Acrobatics, that's really not gonna do anything. I'm actually a little bit confused by this move. I guess I should Thunder Wave. I mean, I got Reflect, so what is he supposed to do here? That's the thing, right? I can also Light Screen to further. No, I'm gonna Thunder Wave for now, because he did stay in last time, and I'm thinking, he's playing this really strange game where I'm not sure what he's gonna do next, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a paralyzed Pokemon, so all I need to do now is just damage it further. But let's see. So do I switch out to my Primeape? Is that appropriate switch? Would I put up some rocks? No, I'm not gonna put up any rocks right now. I'm gonna switch out to my Primeape. Basically, he does get paralyzed, so that's very unlucky in our behalf. Looking at his team, we're gonna be able to speed. He is golden boy. Yeah, we're supposed to speed that. I think we're gonna really do some significant damage here. So basically, I am planning to do just that. What can this Pokemon do against me? Yeah, it can attack me with a Fairy type move if he's got like Dazzling Gleam or something like that. Maybe I should consider starting to attack this with Rage Fist to boost it up a little bit, just to see how far we get. We're gonna get poisoned, of course. That's not a big deal. We're not, not poisoned, but you know what I mean. And he's got Acid Armor. That's not a big deal because Close Combat is gonna take you out. And I can bulk up again, and basically with a bow, yeah, exactly. So Spiky Shield, that's not gonna help at all, considering the situation you're given right now. I can Rage Fist again. I can Close Combat you right now. I'm thinking about Rage Fisting because I'm +2. I don't want to risk too hard. I don't want to do anything crazy. You know what I mean? So Acid Armor again. That's fine. A little bit confused, but I'm thinking here. Should I bulk up again? Yeah, I'm just gonna bulk up again. Probably not something I should do. Sludge Bomb is gonna do some damage, right? Yeah, but he doesn't get the poison, so that's pretty damn great. And yeah, but he did boost my Rage Fist, so that is actually kind of bad for him. Boosting up my Rage Fist is not really gonna be something he would want to face. So I'm looking at my team here, and I'm thinking. Should I? He cannot attack me though. That's the thing. He can attack me because if he attacks me, he's just gonna boost up my Rage Fist even further. And if he boosts up my Rage Fist, everything else is gonna get one-shotted. He needs to attack me on the special side. The problem is that mostly his special attackers are slower. So he's gonna switch out to this Pokemon. That is not too bad. I got my Chesto, that's completely fine, and Rage Fist is probably even one-shotting you after this. I mean, it's 100 base, I got so much bulk up going on. He's gonna turn into a Fairy, that doesn't matter. If he was to turn into something that actually is literally immune, like a normal type, then this Pokemon would be a completely different story. But yeah, he's gonna decide to end the game there, and yeah, that's what the ape does basically. So we had a lot of short sessions, but we cannot expect everybody to stay around, knowing that this Pokemon is most likely gonna sweep everything. He just decided to to quit and give us our points, so it makes sense. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give a like, and we're gonna continue with this team because again, once I started to change a couple of things regarding this team. There's a lot of things I need to change here because it's definitely not perfect at all, not even close. But I've noticed that before it was failing me greatly because I was using Scarf on this, and I just realized that it really did not work. I always get into a situation that I just can handle, and what I put Also, extreme speed on my Dragonite, which before I didn't have a normal gem, it was completely different than a pure dragon with Dragon Claw. It is essential late game. I also included this Pokemon, and once I included this Pokemon into my previous team that I was using, the results are significant. You guys saw this Pokemon is breaking walls. It even breaks. You know the Jigglypuff one, the historical, however you want to call it, the ancient Jigglypuff one. It even one-shots that with Terra boosting overheat specs. It is ridiculous. Normally you do not one-shot that. So one shot that is something of a marvel on its own. And again, I guess that really makes a whole lot of difference. Sash on this is probably the only questionable thing, but up until now you notice that I'm barely using this Pokemon. It is incredibly important. It is a very dangerous Pokemon to have, and it's very hard for me to like face it, but using it, I am really bad in it. I don't know why. I guess I'm not the biggest fan in using actual ice Pokemons, because of the whole common weaknesses. It's really hard to switch this Pokemon in. Even with screens, it's just not that bulky. It's just a better Weavile basically, but it's simply just very, very, very hard Pokemon to like get an actual pass in with all the things that can handle it nowadays. So it's really it showcases how many people are ready for this Pokemon, because up until now you saw in those 4 battles that we had, like I couldn't really switch this Pokemon in because everything was like looking very hefty, offensive, and there was just no opening. And if there was an opening, there was always a better Pokemon to switch into and set up and so forth. But the key to this team is basically actual keys. So yeah, go figure that, right? Thunder Wave, essential. Foul Play, just there, then doing some damage, taking their attack. Basically, it is one of the best moves for me personally, if you ask me. If you have Foul Play, it makes even walls actually do damage, because when powerful physical attackers come in and you paralyze them, you can still attack them, right? So you get that unstep, sure, but I guess in a way I can even turn into a dark type and basically get that step. But up until now, I noticed that yeah, maybe it still is not that great. Maybe we should like go with pure fairy, right? Because normally that would work better, because normally speaking, fairy is just better defensively, even even better than steel. And I already am steel now, so if I get rid of that earthquake, that can be common also, and that's pretty important. But anyways, guys, give a like. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know how you're enjoying your showdown and your games, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.